Spell Token Hunter is still one of the best decks in the game right now, and after Aggro Demon Hunter gets nerfed, it's probably gonna become the best deck in the game. So in this video, I will give you a quick guide about this deck, show its mulligans, as well as some general tips so you know how to play with and against this deck. So if you're serious about Hearthstone, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can hire me for some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
As you can see, we have plenty of different iterations of Spell Token Hunter right now, and from Diamond to Legend for the last 3 days, we have several different lists that go above 58 with a decent sample size. Personally, I used this one, which has 58.5 with almost 3000 games, and the cool thing about this deck is it's actually running a couple of Glacial Shards, so you can actually counterplay a lot of those aggro Demon Hunters right now, and not only. There's also a different version with just a 0.2% less win rate with a lot more sample size, and personally I do like the Mantle Shapers a lot, so you definitely have different options depending on what you prefer. Anyway, this is the exact variant I used, and it is definitely one of the best lists out there, and yeah, one of the key ingredients here would be a couple of Glacial Shards, which are gonna be very amazing at stalling out the aggro Demon Hunter against you with their turn 2 or turn 3 weapon swings into a turn 3 or turn 4 window shoppers, so definitely try to use these strategically, at least against the important matchups. You could also save this up for some Ignis weapon action, or against Plague DK so they don't shuffle as much plagues in you, or you could just straight up freeze something else from the board like a big minion and whatnot. We also have Scarab Keychain in here, which is honestly a weird inclusion, but it is a 1-mana beast that gives you extra gas, and you do find yourself with low gas a lot of the times with this deck, so it could help you out. And it could give you some nutty stuff like extra locations, extra observer, extra painted, or even extra pals. So definitely plenty of different high rolls out of this one, or you could discover something entirely different. Awakened Tremors is still a hell of a good card despite the nerf, and you can still tempo the hell out of the opponent with a bunch of free ones now. And they are beasts, so they work wonders with your jungle gym. We also have a couple of snakes in here, which are hella fine, like it's a very high rolly card for you. 1 mana, a couple of beasts with stealth. You could actually wait with them, so you can actually amplify their damage for your jungle gym. You could extra buff them up with Painted Canvasor and whatnot, or you could even do some stuff with Observer of Myths later with them. So yeah, in certain cases it's actually a good idea to keep them stealth, as long as the opponent doesn't have an AoE to deal with them easily. Or you could also just attack as long as the opponent doesn't have a great way to deal with him anyway. Tormental Musicians help you with a little bit of buff, but don't get baited into keeping this too often. Like, yeah, it's a good thing to hold on to if it's your only 1-drop, but if you already have a good 1-drop like Sneaky Snakes, you don't really look to hold on to the Musician. As you see, a lot of people overkeep it, but the win rate for it is far from better than the other 1-drops you have. So yeah, Awakened Tremors plus Sneaky Snakes are your perfect 1-drops. Heck, even Scarab Keychain might be a bit better than the Tormental Musician, even though according to the stats it ain't. But yeah, the Musician is not really that hot. We have a couple of jungle gems which do tons of damage, and don't forget this thing deals 1 damage despite if there's a beast on the board or not. So on a full board with 6 beasts and 1 jungle gem, that's 7 damage, or 6 damage if you have 2 jungle gems on the board like that. And yeah, you usually want to click this as fast as you can if you have a substantial amount of beasts at least, because you do have free charges on it, so usually games don't really tend to last more than turn 7, so if you tempo this out on turn 2, you're gonna be having a last click on turn 7 if you clicked it every time you could. So yeah, click it accordingly. Observer of Myths, pretty decent card in the deck. You do tend to go very wide, but don't keep it as something you drop on turn 2 usually, because that's not what this thing is in here for. It's more of a turn 5, turn 4 kind of deal. Like, let's say you already stuck Ball of Spiders, and then on turn 4 you drop Observer of Myths plus double Awakened Tremors or something like that, and then the 1/1 suddenly become 3/1, so that can help big time. Patchwork Pals is actually extremely powerful in this one because it does give you a 2-mana 4/2 charge with another 2 mana that buffs the entire board with +1, so that can be a lot of damage. So yeah, definitely one of the best cards in the deck right about now. Remote Control, also a pretty good card. Gives you 3 extra beasts while you get to slap the opponents and their early game minions, so you can definitely do quite a lot of good for yourself with this weapon. Couple of Ball of Spiders is a weird inclusion in this one, but it does give you extra gas in the form of some random beasts, and it's also free 1/1 beasts on the board, which is nothing to scoff at. Have a couple of kill commands in here, so you can actually finish off the opponent opponent from hand if they manage to control your boards. We also have a couple of saddle ups, which is your best friend against control-y matchups, because this makes your board very sticky. We have a single camouflage mount, which can be very nice combined with your Huffer, and you could high roll actually getting Wind Fury, so that's suddenly 6 mana, 14 damage to the face. But also don't forget this thing gives you a Death Rattle with a free left over, so that can be pretty sticky as well. RC Rampage is in here, which is very nice to flood the boards, and you usually want to be flooding the board with a bunch of 1/1s, but depending on the opponent and the removals they have access to, you might try to be smart about it and actually make 3/3s, 4/4s, and that kind of deal. Just don't forget this thing does not buff the other hounds, either from the second RC Rampage or from your remote control. It only buffs the one you summon, so keep that in mind. We have Agromar at the end, pretty nice card obviously, gives you that big ass weapon with extra card draw, extra damage, extra taunts, but it's usually just for the extra damage. And for the Zilly here, we have a +1/+1 on everything, as well as the discount, because you are a token deck after all, so this thing can usually drop even as soon as turn 3 if you're lucky. So yeah, very nice Zilliax for this deck. Matchup-wise, here's what the stats show. Common misconception is that Highlander Warrior or Control Warrior would be a hard matchup for you. Not really, you just go wide, and you go with the 3 mana saddle up, and that is usually very hard for the opponent to deal with. Just try not to overextend too much. Like, the opponent obviously is gonna have a bunch of removal. The trick here is for you to keep on adding damage after the opponent removes, so you don't run out of steam before they run out of removal. Other than that, Wheel Warlock is a little bit on the negative, but everything else is positive, even Shopper Demon Hunter, because of the 2 shards, so climbing definitely shouldn't be an issue. Miracle Rogue's gonna be a 50-50 apparently, but I haven't seen too many of those. As for the mulligan, here's what it looks like going first, and yeah, your weapon, your Patchwork Pals, Zilliax I wouldn't really hold on to going first, I think. Sneaky Snakes, however, is insanely good. RC Rampage is hella nice, but try to already have a decent-ish curve for it. Awakened Tremors ain't bad, and the rest probably not so much, even though I do like keeping the Jungle Gym, and also if you don't have another 1-drop, either Musician or Scarab Keychain might do the trick. As for on the coin, the situation is not much different, but we do have some minor nuances here, like Jungle Gym becomes a lot more keepable. I'd say maybe Zilly becomes more keepable here as well. Saddle up, a little bit tricky, but if you have a hand that supports it, maybe, like double Sneaky Snakes into a turn 3 saddle up might be interesting. But yeah, other than that, it's basically the same stuff. That's gonna be it for the deck. As you can see, it's not expensive. The only legendaries here are Agromar, which is a no-brainer if you enjoy Hunter, and Zilliax, which is a no-brainer if you're playing Hearthstone right now. So yeah, you do have a few epics in here, but all around the deck is actually pretty cheap. Hope the guide helped you. Now let's check out some of my games on my road to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy. We're not very happy about this matchup, but let's see. Maybe he's not gonna get Mag on 4. This on 1, this on 2, this on 3 with some follow-up maybe? Probably not. Let's try like that. Okay, snacky snacks. Nothing Mac can't fix. He didn't keep anything though. Here's the hope. Doesn't do much. Saddle up, you say? That's gonna be brutal. Let's go ahead and do these things. Get that damage going. Next turn is gonna be remote control. Turn after saddling up, boys. This guy seriously rage quit on a fucking turn 1 4/4? What is this, classic? Go here, by the way, like, concede already if you're not gonna do anything. Cool, be right back. That was dumb. To have a regular tier 18, did I get like 20,000 wins or some shit? Suddenly we see the Warlock. Not very great against his Defile opportunity. Mortal Eradication and whatnot. Pretty bad stuff, honestly, and we just gotta pretend he doesn't have those, huh? Okay, that can work out. Crack him up, crack him up. I'm still gonna line up a couple of bursting Germongers here if that baits out of the file. It's not the worst.
Almost out of time.
Sig burns, but yeah, I don't care about that as much. We actually have a couple of glacial shards in this one, so we can counterplay some of them demon hunters. Really? Coins that on 2? What do you do on 3 with it, bro? Could just play Jungle Gym and Bursting Germonger here. Could also equip the weapon though. Yeah, let's equip the weapon and go like this. Next turn might not be the worst saddle up opportunity, but probably won't be the play. Really don't get why he coined out that location there though. Like, what do you do on turn 3? Guess he didn't want to just skip the turn or whatnot. Strike and freeze an idiot. Probably a 7-7. 7-6 that is, because he's gonna rush it down and we can set a loop. It's not that big, that's what she said. Could try the jungle gym here, but it's probably not that hot. 5-5 doesn't even die though. Can go for 5 saddle ups. The fall still probably wrecks it though. I'll just do this and chill. The file still wrecks me completely though. Table flip doesn't do all that much though. I think that's what he's going for maybe. It's actually 4 mana for him right now with 7 cards, right? At full hand it's 1 mana, so should be 4 right now at 7. That's a big man. See what this thing gets. Extra beast. My other beasts have rush, if I had any. Well, let's just crap on the rest of his boards.
Job's done.
It's fine. Not super fine, but acceptable. Not Wind Fury. Fuck. Well, we do this for now, and let's see what happens next turn. He burned Reno, he burned Phantom, and so he shouldn't be able to heal all that much here. And both the low KKs are lined up. Siphon sucks. No room for both. Oh, it's actually just the free now. Sure. Okay, we got this. Didn't use location there. I guess doesn't make more sense. Then we start blasting. Okay, that went swell. Zero Defiles definitely helped, but he still had a lot of game with them eradications and whatnot. Okay, let's get some of that win streak going, shall we? Against the Rogue. We don't really have many ways of counterplaying here. Deathwing is one of my viewers, one of my friends. I think. Yep, here he is. As we live and breathe. It's probably gonna be Ziliak's Rogue. I'm assuming these stats are this high because it considers him to be the weapon guy. I'm gonna toss it. I don't think he's gonna slap me with not a way to stealth back his Zilly. Okay, that's a good amount of early game at least. Ish.
I love a little fiddle.
Let's try to think I'm cracking this thing up. Oh. So he's not. What I thought he was. Is there a Zilly with this shit in? Shouldn't be. Could he be Miracle then? Yeah, he's probably Playhouse Giant. Poison Newts. That's annoying. Let's try and get to flood the boards. Let's see what 2-drop we get. A weapon, you say? Yeah, I'm down. I'm very down with that. Next turn probably Rampage after that Saddle Up. This game got game now. Ziliax is also lined up. And get Zilly down to 0 here, huh? Probably won't. I might. I do get him down to 0, but there's not room for him. Oh. Fan of Knives is a card, sadly. He doesn't have it. Will he get it?
Someone there?
You can prep fan it. Jesus, man. Stop it. Get some help. Fuck. He's looking for the giants.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
For the love of God, don't find him. Doesn't find him. Neat. Okay, I can go Zilly Leok into saddle up. That's gonna be +3. Good jungle gym instead of Leok too. Leok gets me this down. The rest are awfully awkward. I think I'd rather jungle gym. This location should not have been here. Should have put it here so that we have better odds for I could have had better odds for Direwolf Alpha if I played it on the far left. We didn't get any of those, so it's kind of whatever, but still. Okay, that was pretty decent. I think that was better than putting out Leog there. Okay, he's going for a Hail Mary. Shouldn't be finding one. Okay, that's actually nice, unlocking the boards. Okay, Leok hero power is... that's kind of unlucky. Leok copper, no room for both of them. So he's Demon Hunter, huh? I don't know what his hand is supposed to look like. I don't know what the hand's supposed to look like, Chief, but I'm gonna go with... Should I freeze his face, actually? Really feel like I should. I should really get familiar with all the Hearthstone brew hands, not gonna lie. Right now this is costing me dearly. Okay, so he's supposed to have double twin slice. Warglaive of Azenov, signature my fucking ass. Doesn't really have all that much. Oh my goodness. Okay, is that it? Leok Huffer skill command, location action. This is 8, 11. It's enough. Even without the location. Why not kill him with the location?
Your actions speak well.
Okay, that was a close one. Silence. I kill you.
Let the blight begin.
Okay, the weapon's nice. How about the rest of them? Isn't the ball of spider fine? are going second, however. Yeah, getting the RC Rampage a lot better than those. Okay, double low KK. Cool work.
They love a little fiddle.
Sure. God damn it, I hate it when the deck tracker gets fucked like this. This new feature is absolute dog shit, man.
Calm down.
Kinda thinking about not swinging. If he has to hero power into it, so be it. Wow. Really? Right in front of my fruit salad? Double Frost Plague in the mix, that's lovely. Does it? RC Rampage would be brutal right about now. Snakes is not bad. They're dealing 4 damage each. Down with it. Could destroy a plague for 3 damage AoE, that'd be annoying, but it is what it is. Or not. Cool. Might just have to play the skill command here if nothing better presents itself. That is not better. That's a nice freeze. I could actually play this and that. Yeah, I'll do that instead.
No one's going to believe this. I should meet you.
Skill command ain't going nowhere. Might go less damage, but still. Yeah, we got him. Unless he gets Discover a free drop into AoE, I guess. No way. I mean, the 2 mana, 2 damage AoE idiot is also hella bad for us here. Full clear. The Geode. Doesn't have it. Well, fuck you doing here then? Those are not beasts. Then we start blasting. Okay, that went so well. And down to Diamond 4. That was a breeze. Yeah, looks hella fine, don't it? Hella fine. That's the Warrior. This is gonna sting. No, actually it won't. It's a good matchup for us. As long as we get some of them saddle ups and he doesn't get every single removal.
Embrace the chaos by fang and claw.
I'm down like this. The painted Canvasaur is a little bit on the iffy side, but I can fix him. I can fix him, guys. All too well. Well, well, well. Pussy. Flint could be some nice refill later on. Like later, turn 6-7. If our advances fail us. Okay, that's gonna be a nice weapon target. Saddle up would be lovely in this game. Next turn I can slap face and quiet the RC Rampage maybe. Oh shit. Is this Yogg Tendril bullshit? There's that saddle up I was talking about. He didn't cast the spell last turn, so no free damage AoE for him. See that then. He's reaching for what he copied. Bladestorm doesn't do all that much. That's what he copied. That's sad. For him. Would be nice with top deck. Sneaky Snakes would be best. 1-drop minion at least, so we can saddle up one extra. Oh my goodness, you lucky bitch. Okay, that was hella unlucky for him at least. Tremors is not a playable 1-drop, sadly. So let's saddle up. What am I doing, bro? I don't need to take the extra damage because I'm gonna trade a few of these. I'm gonna trade like this so we can get potential Direwolf Alpha. Don't. Okay, pretty sticky board. He did cast a spell, so now he does have free damage AoE. Still leaves me with something. That's no brawl, apparently. This is looking hella fine. Okay, forges for next turn. Is there gonna be a next turn? Not if this thing has our way with it. Is this better than straight up Leog though? Leog cost me a hero power, so I don't know about that. I'll try this idiot. No Wind Furies. Single Reborn. Rigged. Sanitize still leaves me with a bunch. This also leaves me with a bunch. Let's see what that bunch is. They're both poisonous, bro. Chill. Okay, leaves me with very small stuff. But still. This is as good a Leog Pals some get. It's 2 off. Let's see how he gets out of this one, fam. Has to clear and heal. Sounds a lot like a Sanitize to me. which he does have forged. Leaves me with the Reborn idiot though. He still have a couple of death rattles on him. Wow, that doesn't even get killed by Sanitize, bruh. Neither of them. For real, for real. Yeah, that was cataclysmic indeed. Yeah, common misconception, people thinking this deck is bad against warriors. It ain't. It ain't, guys. It's actually hella fine. Okay, well, that was a jolly good show with this Hunter now, wasn't it? All around good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Gonna make a quick little guide about this deck, but I'm gonna do it off stream later. So, yeah, thank you for being here, guys.